Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground exclusively on YouTube, as it should be forever. This is a forever thing, me and YouTube. Of course, I am happy to come to y'all with this Friday night analysis, but the Bucks go to 2-0 in the in the cup tournament. They won the game 147 to 134 in overtime. The Bucks are now 8-5 and 5-2 at home. The Hornets are 4-8 and 1-5 on the road. It was a close game throughout majority of this game. Milwaukee won the first quarter 34-33. The second quarter was won by Charlotte 36-27. But the Bucks came right back with a 42-29 third quarter, and Charlotte came back again with a 31-26 fourth quarter. But the overtime period was not close at all. The Bucks won it 18-5, and that's why you see the lead as big as it was. It was a 13-point win. Miles Bridges had it going in this game. He played 32 points on 12 of 24 from the field, 6 of 15 from three. They kept finding ways to get him open. He was confident in his shot today. He took a bunch of them. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block. He also had 3 personal fouls in 42 minutes, which isn't a lot considering that was an overtime game. And it was a minus 11 and plus minus. Musa, 15 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, a double-double, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 6 personal fouls. He fouled out of this one. He did play 43 minutes, which was the most on the team. And he was a minus 16 and plus minus. You have to love the fact that he was a double-double and was finishing strong around that rim and was making his free throws. LaMelo Ball didn't do much. He did have 16 points, 5 of 15 from the field, 2 of 6 from three. He went 4 or 5 from the free throw line in 27 minutes. He did have a double-double, though, because he had 10 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 turnovers, too. And he did have 3 personal fouls. It was a plus 11 and plus minus. He had to, coming back from an injury, he had to get his foot wet again. And the Bucks are a tough team in general to beat. But he went out there and gave it a try, found a way to keep his teammates involved, did a great job with that, and was looking for a shot. Just wasn't efficient tonight, even though he had some good looks and just missed some ones too. But that's normally what he does anyway. You're not going to make all of them most likely. Sion James, 12 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He did have 7 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive with 3 assists, 2 turnovers. He did also have 5 steals, which was amazing. In 42 minutes, he also had 2 personal fouls. It was a minus 11 and plus minus. And then the man of the hour for the Charlotte Hornets, Con Knipple, was all over the Bucks. Whether he was getting to the basket, making passes by collapsing the defense and pushing the tempo, or maybe just hitting wide open threes that they kept giving him because they were either slow or miscommunicated or just left him open because he was moving without the basketball. He went 4 of 9 from 3. You have to love that, but he also had other shots going in this game, whether it was dunks or just jump shots. He was 12 of 20 from the field, only missing 8 shots. That's hyper efficient. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers. He also had 3 steals. One of his rebounds was offensive with 3 personal fouls, and he ended up playing 41 minutes, and he was a minus 8 and plus minus. Every starter for the Hornets was able to score in double figures and points in this game. You have to love that. And 2 guys had double-doubles, which was Musa and LaMelo Ball. Con Knipple did have the most points off the Charlotte Hornets, and he also did have game high for this particular game. Mason Plumlee, 4 points, 1 of 1 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 turnover, 10 minutes played by him. He was a plus 3 and plus minus. Pat Connaughton had no points. He went 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He returned back to Milwaukee and laid an egg in this one. But he did play 10 minutes and had 1 assist and 2 steals. That was the best part of his night since he didn't make a shot. He was a minus 2 and plus minus. Colin Sexton brought efficiency in the shots that he was taking and making. 14 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls in 16 minutes. He did a good job of picking his shots, and he was able to drain majority of them, and that was great. And if he didn't have a shot, he was passing out of it to find his teammates. And like I said, he only committed one turnover. He was a minus 12 and plus minus. Trey Mann, he kept getting good looks by being in the right spots. He had 9 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. He also had 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 turnovers. He also had 1 offensive rebound with 29 minutes played. Was a minus 23 and plus minus. And then Antonio Reeves, 0 points for him. He only played 4 minutes, so he didn't really do much because of that. He was a plus 4 and plus minus, though. They did shoot 47 of 98, 48% from the field, 17 to 45, 38% from three, and 23 of 29, 79% from the free throw line as a team. They also had 39 rebounds, 31 assists, 13 turnovers, 11 steals, and 1 block. And they also committed 21 personal fouls. And then the Milwaukee Bucks, they was riding Giannis' coattail as much as they could, but it made sense since they won the game, and that's their job, is to go out there and play that game, live with the results, and the result was getting the win. We'll see if they're able to win the cup again this year like they did last year. But he did have 25 points, which was under 30, but he still dominated this game. 12 or 18 from the field, whether he was getting deep paint catches and finishing at the rim or just going straight to the basket and just dunking it on people. Sometimes he didn't even have to do that. He just was getting them in transition. He was just going right to his spots and just finishing as consistent as he could. He did attempt a three. He missed it. He also attempted 2 free throws that he missed and made 1, so he finished 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He also had 18 assists. They kept making their threes. Giannis was out there looking like Magic Johnson. He was doing behind the back passes. He was doing passes going underneath the backboard and finding teammates. It's like, man, Giannis had it really going, and his teammates was knocking down basically everything from all over the court. And it was hard to stop Giannis in general, but his teammates really backed him up in this one. But he still did have 7 turnovers, and he also did have 3 personal fouls. He did get 2 steals in the block also. 2 of his rebounds of the 7 that he had was offensive, and he did have 40 minutes played in this game. It was a plus 18 and plus minus. This was an MVP type of performance for Giannis, and he's been doing that consistently all year so far. Kyle Kuzma, 29 minutes. 39 minutes, 29 points, 11 to 17 from the field. He was catching and shooting. He was putting the ball on the floor and getting layups and getting shots to go that way. He also was able to make some tough ones by shooting over defenders, and those shots was falling too. He's been good this year compared to last year, but he did have to fit. He did have to put more work in and feel, himself out and get the feel for the game back. And he did so far this season. He's been a great addition to the starting lineup or the bench. He's just been really good for them. 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, so a double-double for him. He also had 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 steals, and a block. He also had 3 personal fouls, and he was a plus 25 and plus minus. Miles Turner really had his 3 ball going. They gave him space. He was able to catch and just shoot it right away, and it was going in. He had 18 points, 6 of 9 from the field, but he went 6 of 8 from the 3 point line, which was great. He still only had 3 rebounds and 1 assist, and he did play 33 minutes, was a plus 27 and plus minus. AJ Green, 13 points, 2 of 4 from the field. It was all threes that he took besides going 7 of 7 from the free throw line. 2 assists, 3 personal fouls, 26 minutes, and a plus 25 and plus minus for him. And then Ryan Rollins was getting to the basket, but he also was knocking down his threes. He went 8 of 12 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. He had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and 5 personal fouls, and was a plus 26 and plus minus in 34 minutes. He was really good for them, and every starter for the Bucks was able to get in double figures and points. Also, Bobby Portis came off the bench and got in double figures. He had 12 points. He was 4 of 7 from the field, made 2 of 4 of his threes. He also had 2 of 2 shooting from the free throw line with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 turnovers. One of his rebounds was offensive while playing only 19 minutes. In this game, he also was a minus 11 and plus minus. The Thanasis played a couple seconds. He didn't do anything at all because of that. Jericho Sims got out there on the court. He had 2 points, 101 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers. One of them was offensive, 10 minutes in a -5 and plus minus. Gary Harris, 10 points, 4 or 5 from the field, 2 or 3 from the 3-point line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 block, and 2 personal fouls, 23 minutes in a -12 and plus minus for him. The 3-point shot was really good for him. He kept getting open looks. He was able to drain them in this game, and he also was able to get to the basket too. And he had highly efficient shots that he took, and that's why he only missed one of them, which was a three. Gary Trent Jr., 8 points for him, 3 or 5 from the field, 101 from three, 101 from the free throw line. He was out of the starting lineup in this game. 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, 21 minutes in a -15 and plus minus. Andre Jackson Jr., he played a couple seconds. He didn't do anything because of that. Cole Anthony was able to splash a three that Giannis passed him to be able to hit it, and he did. He also had 10 points, 4 or 7 from the field, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal. One of his rebounds was offensive. He finished with 3 personal fouls and 19 minutes played off the bench, and he was a -13 and plus minus. And Mark Sears got on the court but didn't do anything because he didn't even play a minute. They ended up shooting 55 of 85. That's 65% from the field. A lot of it was wide open shots or direct shots that was gave to them by Giannis or somebody, and they was open, and they were just dropping them easily in this game, especially in the overtime period. And I will also say in the third quarter, 20 of 34, 59% from three. Like I said, they had a lot of room, they had a lot of space, and it was open a lot because of the penetration and the collapsing of the defense. And all they had to do was just knock it down, and they did. And then 17 of 22, 77% from the free throw line. Charlotte shot more free throws than the Bucks. 39 rebounds, it was a tie there, but the Bucks did have more assists with 37 by 6. They also had 22 turnovers, which was more than what the Hornets had. They also had 10 steals. The Hornets had one more. The Bucks had 2 more blocks with 3. And then they also committed 25 personal fouls, which was 4 more than the Hornets. Other than that, this was a fun, competitive game, and the Bucks really ended up winning this because their franchise player, Giannis, was the best player on the court, and they kept trying to take away driving lanes. They kept trying to find a way to stay in front of him, and he just said, if you're going to do that, I'm just going to wait and try to find a way to find somebody open, make that pass. Sometimes it worked. Sometimes it got stolen. Sometimes he couldn't dribble enough to get it to where they needed to go, and they stole that. But it worked majority of the time, and you have to be happy with that because, that was the blueprint to how they was going to win this game. If they're going to stop Giannis, no, then he's just going to finish you. If you do try to stop him, well, we just going to hope his teammates can, make us pay for leaving him open. We'd rather stop Giannis because he has a better percentage of making his shots. They pick their poison. Well, we'll keep Giannis under 30, but we'll give up 18 assists. That's a tough thing to do. Like, hey, Giannis, how many times have Giannis got 18 assists? So they wasn't expecting him to get that many. They didn't expect his teammates to be this good from the field and from 3 and getting to the basket. But Ryan Hollins, he's good too. The guy is really getting to the paint. He's knocking down his spot up threes. He's really, really trying to figure out a way to be just as aggressive as Kyle Kuzma and Giannis usually are. And that's why they fit, with this new lineup that they're trying out and still having the 2 shooters on the field, which is AJ Green and Miles Turner. And that's the spacing they need. And this game plan really worked. It was flawed because, like I said, it's new. But at the same time, it was really flourishing in this game. Like, they was really getting downhill anytime they wanted to. And if it wasn't Giannis, it was Ryan. And if it wasn't Ryan, it was Kuzma. And then they always dished it to Turner or Green to be able to launch a 3. And they was making them tonight, and their bench was too. So just a strong performance from the Bucks. They still look like a legitimate team in the East. They don't look like a team that can win a championship, but they do look like a team that can really give a team trouble in a playoff series and make them sweat a little bit. And Hornets, they not fully healthy, Brandon Miller and things like that, as we knew. LaMelo Ball didn't play a ton either, and they still was competitive. They still stayed in it, and it was because of Con Knipple. He just kept hitting shot after shot after shot, even in clutch moments. He was just unconscious, and it was just great to see him play. He's the #1 rookie for me right now, and we'll see if he's able to do it again for November. He did it for October. Now we in November, and we'll see if he's able to keep it going. From October to now, the best rookie has been Nipple. And it's because of his passing and his rebounding and his three-point shooting and the fact that he's doing it when it matters too. He's a complete player like we knew he could be. He's a great complementary player that you want in your system, and he has proven that so far that he was an NBA ready prospect, had the body, had the IQ, had the skills, and had a way to fit in and blend in to an offense and to a defense. And he's been showing that so far. No Ryan too. He had a daughter, so he couldn't play in this game. They needed him obviously to protect the paint, have some size out there, have some screen setting, have some rebounds, have somebody that can finish around the rim for easy opportunities. But it is what it is. You're not gonna have everybody throughout the entire season. Unfortunately for them, they needed them in this game if they wanted to have a better chance of winning it. But it happens. It's part of the game. Comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this about various other different NBA only topics and basketball ones too. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. And I also do mock draft and draft coverage. Not only that, I also try to upload videos every day to give y'all something to watch and enjoy when it comes to basketball content and NBA content. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continue to come back. Thank y'all for choosing to watch Analysis Playground for whatever the reason is. Thank y'all for staying loyal subscribers. Thank y'all also for showing me love and respect like y'all have done throughout my whole time doing this channel. And like I said, it is fun to give y'all a lot of content because I enjoy watching and playing and just have been a big fan of the NBA and basketball in general. And it's good that we share that common interest and really respect and love each other's opinion and analysis on the game. Other than that, peace. See y'all later today with more analysis, hopefully. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. And I'll see y'all hopefully later.